Welcome to the Feature Film Podcast. This week we're talking about a brand new World War II documentary. Enjoy the show. Welcome to the Feature Film Podcast, guys. It's Kyler. Ethan and Michael are not here. This is just going to be me this time. We're going to be doing a shorter episode than even the last one we put out, and it's because I want to talk to you about a new World War II documentary. For the past year and a half, I've had the pleasure of working with a team on a documentary called The Girl Who Wore Freedom. It's a World War II documentary about the French civilians' side of the war. There are plenty of documentaries out that talk about the logistic success of D-Day and how that turned the tide of the war, how the world banded together to fight Hitler and the Japanese and keep the world free. This documentary takes a different angle. It talks about the French civilian side, how they were occupied, how they were freed, and then how they repaid their liberators, specifically the American soldiers. Now, this is such a touching and heartwarming film. I'm going to play the trailer for you right now, but to get the full effect, you really need to watch it. So go to youtube.com/NormandyStories and watch the trailer there. If you want to find out more about The Girl Who Wore Freedom, you can follow them on Twitter and Instagram at Normandy Stories, or on Facebook you can like The Girl Who Wore Freedom. So, here's the trailer in 3, 2, 1.
As an American, I probably know more about World War II than any other war in our history. But I had no idea how little I really knew about the soldiers that fought and died for my freedom. I knew even less about the men, women, and children they liberated. Until this D-Day. This is the D-Day where I truly learned about freedom.
Freedom is not free. It's too important to never forget.
Où qu'on serait aujourd'hui, nous Français, si vous les Américains, vous n'étiez pas venus.
The Americans, they are our liberator. We have to thank them forever, really.
The Girl Who Wore Freedom is an unconventional love story between the people of Normandy and the American G.I.s who freed them that continues today.
These are our stories. Normandy's stories.
So that is The Girl Who Wore Freedom. Please follow them on social media. And if you want to hear the behind the scenes from the first-time filmmaker herself, Christian Taylor, she has a podcast called Documentary First. Go check that out and listen to it. It's wonderful to hear the perspective from a female first-time filmmaker. So go check them out, Documentary First, and all of that will be in the description below. Hopefully soon we can have Christian Taylor, the first-time filmmaker herself, on this podcast so we can interview her about her experience with first-time filmmaking. So be on the lookout for that. Until then, me, Michael, and Ethan will continue reviewing movies like we always do. You'll hear from us soon. Roll credits.